Hey everyone, it's Chay on the mic. We're going beyond politics. Hope you're psyched. Not just policies, not just plans. We're talking dreams, hobbies, and life's other strands. We'll meet the leaders behind the scenes, uncover the stories in between, the laughs, the quirks, the passions they hide, their personal moments, unfiltered and wide. Ready or not, let's get underway. This is Beyond Politics with Chay. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Politics with Chay, where we delve deeper into the lives and personalities of some of our favourite elected leaders. Today, the Oz Arab Media team is pleased to have Kylie Wilkinson join us. Kylie is the state member for the East Hills electorate. Growing up a proud member of her local community, Kylie has a deep appreciation for cultural connection and a sense of belonging. Kylie, thank you so much for joining us today on the show.
Thank you, Chay. Really appreciate you inviting me here today.
Thank you. Let's get straight into our icebreaker challenge. Kylie, what is one thing that people don't know about you?
Some people might know that I represented Australia in touch football. I played against Canada.
Nice.
But I also represented Lebanon in the World Cup in Sydney. Yeah, Lebanon in the year 2000.
Very nice. Okay, what is one compliment you receive all the time?
That I'm hardworking, always doing something, but also always smiling.
Always smiling. Nice.
Yes.
We'll have to count the number of times you smile here. Hopefully it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And if you could introduce one feature to an iPhone, smartphone, whatever you use, what would that be and why?
I'd want my phone to be telling me when I'm pocket dialing. How many of us pocket dial people?
Are you willing to share one story, one story that would make us laugh?
Well, I don't know about when I've pocket dialed other people, but I know I've heard a lovely conversation between my mum and dad.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Kylie, for sharing that with us. Talk to us now about your childhood. Where did you grow up, and what were some of those influences that helped inspire your story?
I grew up in the Canterbury Bankstown suburb of Earlwood. My parents moved in there when I was 6 weeks old, so I had all my childhood in the one house. I had two sisters. I was the middle child, and I had lots of lovely neighbours who I'm still in contact with today, Greek neighbours, Italian neighbours and Lebanese neighbours. So I had lots of influences of different types of foods and cultures, so I really feel very blessed in that upbringing.
Definitely that global community around you. Talk to us now about your story, joining politics. The world of politics is very challenging. What was some of the motivation behind you entering this career?
I actually had no intention of being in politics at all. I had a great career in the public service, 33 years, and then I'd retired. I'd actually retired. I was doing a lot of community work, which I had done all my life. I've spent the last 20 years of my life running touch football for the local Bankstown club. And then once I retired, had a lot more time, and I just didn't want to sit still because I was still quite young. I got onto the board of Bankstown Community Transport, and then onto the board of Reesby Workers Club, and so that supported me in setting up a women's shelter called Biani House. So still no idea that I'd be in politics, but I think all that community work I did, and all the people that I knew in the area, politics sort of fell in my lap. I was actually very fortunate because Chris Minns actually asked me to consider running for the Labor Party, and it was a difficult decision, but I think it's really important that we have good community people representing the community.
Okay, Kylie, hidden passion or talent. What is one hidden passion or talent that would surprise people if they knew?
I don't know if I have any surprise talents because most people know that I love sport, and I love all sorts of sports. But I've spent all my life playing touch football. But when I was 52 years of age, I started playing soccer. Played my first game at soccer at 52, and I absolutely love it. But I also have I skated all my life, and I love taking on any challenge.
Let's get straight into our policy discussion. Kylie, today we're talking about grassroots campaigns, so change efforts led by people in the area, whether that be parents, carers, caregivers, school leaders, all for making a change to those affected in the local area. Kylie, you have done a lot and are extremely successful in a few change efforts in the local community. Please share with us some of your successes.
Well, I touched on a Biani House just before, but that was one of the things I'm really proud of. There was no women's shelter in the Bankstown area, and so myself and a few other very empowered and dedicated ladies set up the Biani House Women's Shelter in Revesby, and it's still going today, saving women's lives. So I'm really proud of that. But before that, I was spent 20 years playing and administering touch football in the area. We didn't have a junior touch football competition in the whole of Bankstown area, so that's something I set up, and it's still going strong today. So that was something that's, it's really important that kids have a place to play. But since being in politics, one that I'm really proud of, it was something that was really simple, but and I'm surprised it wasn't done earlier. But there was a bus that the children from Padstow Heights needed to get to Menai High School, and there was no school bus. And so soon after I was elected, we campaigned on that and we got a school bus. So I'm happy to say kids are getting to school on time now.
Bit of a Kylie touch in many areas, whether that's school, sports, and obviously transport. Talk to us a bit about the benefits of these local or grassroots initiatives and their impacts on policy making.
Look, when the people in the area know what's best, they know what's needed, they live here, they know how to fix things or what's the best way to fix things. So you've got to listen to people in the community, and those grassroots campaigns where the urge comes from the people, from the community, they're the ones that are most beneficial to the community.
Now, talking about some of the challenges, what would you see as those challenges for people that want to make a difference but perhaps can't get the traction that you did in the local area, perhaps before entering a career in politics, your work there?
Yeah, I think you've just got to be motivated. You've got to talk to lots of people. So, and don't be afraid if you get knockbacks, that you go and think about, well, who else could help me in this area? And I think the more networks you create, the more support you can get for getting things done, and just have the energy to keep going.
Have the energy to keep going. Definitely one for the books. Okay, what about the role of MPs? What role do MPs play in supporting grassroots campaigns or that positive change effort from their local area?
Being in politics now, I think I have been able to speak to the people that can really make a difference. And I also get to speak to lots of people in the community, so you can have that knowledge that other people mightn't have, so you can help people in that way. But getting access to funds and or helping people apply for grants and things like that is how you absolutely can help the community.
Thank you, Kylie, for sharing your lovely work. You're obviously a great advocate for pushing positive change in the area. Kylie, let's jump into our rapid fire section, one of my favourite parts of the show, only because it takes a lot of the guests off script and we want to hear the first thing that comes to mind. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, favourite movie?
Favourite movie would have to be The Notebook. Yeah, the reason why is because I've watched it so many times and I still keep crying.
Clearly a romantic.
Yeah, yes.
Absolutely. Okay, now favourite song?
Favourite song? You know what, I'm going to say I don't have a favourite song. I love music. I love anything I can sing to. So whether it's Madonna or Kylie or John Farnham, as long as I can sing along to it, that's my favourite song.
Very, very beautiful. We'll take note of that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, favourite meal?
Favourite meal? Well, I love my daughter's tabbouleh. She makes a beautiful tabbouleh. And anything my husband makes, because I'm very lucky that he makes the meals at the moment because I'm very busy in this role. But veal. I love veal masala.
Very nice. In Arabic we say sahtan. So hopefully that is something that you continue to enjoy and share with obviously your local area as well. Now, favourite cafe or restaurant? It doesn't need to be in Sydney. It could be anywhere in the world.
Okay. I've got lots of favourite restaurants within East Hills because I love dining out. But I'm not going to name any of them, so I'm going to go for ones outside the area. And so I might say Little Snail, because Little Snail is just one that my family go to lots when we're having a birthday or something like that, and it's in at Darling Harbour. It's always nice.
Very nice. Okay, last question in the rapid fire. The last book you've read?
Don't get much time to read books, but the last one I read was Ben Elton's Blind Faith. A very interesting book.
Very nice. One key takeaway then?
From the book?
From the book.
Well, it's a look into the future, and sometimes you have to step back and look at where we're heading.
Nice, very nice. Thank you, Kylie. Loved hearing more about your story and clearly your love for the local area. To our viewers, I'm going to leave Kylie with you, who's going to share a very special message on how to get in contact with her after the show.
Love being here with Oz Arab Media today, and Chay, really enjoyed chatting to you, but I want to chat to the people in our community. If you need any help, please reach out to my office. My number is 977 22 774, or you can always email us as well. So please reach out and let's have a chat.